The second law of thermodynamics is the greenhouse gas theory a fraud. The second law of thermodynamics states that no process is possible whose sole result is the transfer of heat from a colder to a hotter body. As the atmosphere is colder than the Earth's surface, does this mean that the greenhouse gas heating of the Earth is not possible? We'll look at a potentially fatal flaw in the greenhouse gas theory as proposed by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. So here's the Earth energy budget as shown in the 6th Assessment Report Working Group 1. At first glance it looks reasonable. The energy coming in from the sun is balanced by the energy going back out. The energy hitting the Earth's surface is balanced by the energy emitted. However, if we consider the sequence of events, there appears to be a fatal flaw in this diagram. The process starts with the sun as the source of energy for the Earth, and 340 watts per metre square is emitted by the sun as shortwave radiation. It hits the atmosphere where 80 watts per metre square is absorbed, 75 is reflected back into space, and 185 is then passed on to the Earth's surface. At the Earth's surface, 25 is reflected, leaving 160 watts per square metre to be absorbed. So far, that agrees with the IPCC's Earth energy budget. At this point, however, the Earth has only received 160 watts per square metre. So, in order for it to maintain its equilibrium temperature, it only emits 160 watts per square metre in this time of long-wave radiation. That long-wave radiation goes into the atmosphere where it is potentially we can get the greenhouse effect. Let's actually look and see what happens in the atmosphere. So the 160 watts per square metre of long-wave radiation in the atmosphere, and there's 80 watts per square metre in the atmosphere from the sun, giving a total of 240 watts per square metre. Of that 240 watts per square metre, 239 is sent out to space as part of the thermal outgoing, according to the IPCC. So this only leaves 1 watt per square metre to return to Earth. So, in the IPCC diagram, where does the 342 watts per metre come from? It's not coming from the Earth. It doesn't appear to be coming from the sun. So how does the number jump to 342? Well, wait a minute, you might say. Doesn't a heat pump transfer heat from the outside cold air into your warmer house? Yes, it does. But the only way it can do so, and thus comply with the second law of thermodynamics, is by requiring a rather large amount of electricity as additional energy. So then, where does this 342 watts per square metre of electricity come from for the atmospheric heat pump? It can't come from the Earth, as the Earth itself only needs to emit 160 watts per square metre to maintain equilibrium. If the Earth was to emit more, it would cool. The 342 watts per square metre can't come from the sun, as the atmosphere lets most of it through, i.e. it only absorbs 80 watts per square metre, not 342. So, if the 342 watts per square metre doesn't come from the sun, it doesn't come from the Earth, where does it come from? This appears to be a major flaw in the greenhouse gas theory. There is a shortage of electricity to allow the atmosphere to act as a heat pump, and the atmosphere cannot return the 342 watts per square metre to the Earth. Nor can it meet the requirements of the second law of thermodynamics. Dr. Young of Young Tuition explains it rather nicely. Rather than seeing the Earth as an ideal black body in radiative terms, we consider it as a grey body with a planetary emissivity of 0.61, there is no need for a greenhouse effect at all. After all, as Dixie and Moen point out, the amount of heating caused by carbon dioxide is difficult to measure, as it is so small. Finally, here are the references used in the presentation so far. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.